le premier frappeur, numéro 11, le chanson Christophe Jobin. Deuxième frappeur, numéro 17, l'Arécourt, Ishimu Sato. Troisième frappeur, numéro 99, le lanceur partant, Adrian Shi. Frappeur quatrième, numéro 29, le troisième but, Maximilien Casey Anchel. Frappeur cinquième, le premier but, numéro 2, Simon Danel. Frappeur sixième, le champ droit, numéro 7, Nathan Montembeau. Frappeur septième, le receveur, Devant Jacques. Frappeur huitième, le champ gauche, numéro 33, Charles Pitel Hudon. Frappeur neuvième, numéro 12, Charlie Roy. Frappeur dixième, numéro 9, Tyler Brunet. Et frappeur onzième, le deuxième but, Gabriel Descaries. Les adjoints Andrew Perron et Dave Jacques et l'entraîneur en chef Pierre Descaries. Maintenant, let's introduce les Blackbirds de Trois-Rivieres. Premier frappeur, numéro 17, Samuel Gauthier. Champ gauche. Deuxième frappeur, le receveur, numéro 31, Sam Desmarais. Frappeur troisième, numéro 21, le lanceur partant, Joey Blanchette. Quatrième frappeur, l'Arécourt, numéro 23, Jaden Renaud. Frappeur cinquième, numéro 22, le troisième but, Xavier Jobidon. Frappeur sixième, numéro 32, le premier but, Roméo Macedo. Frappeur septième, le numéro 12, le champ gauche, Théo Marcil. Frappeur huitième, le champ droit, numéro 7, Thomas Gauthier. Frappeur neuvième, le deuxième but, Nathan Mathieu. Frappeur dixième, numéro 44, Émeric Fournier. Et le dernier frappeur, 11e, Loïc Saint-Louis, numéro 55. Les instructeurs, Daniel Mathieu, Benoît Gauthier et l'instructeur-chef, Pascal Boilard. And now I would ask everybody to remove their hats. And please rise if you're able to for the singing of the national anthem.
Just kidding.
Now I'd like to invite Maximilien Casey-Anchev to do the English pledge, Émilie Cardin-Saint-Antoine to do the Parents' English pledge, and on the French side we will have Théo Marcel for the player pledge and Vicky Bernier for the French pledge.
Go ahead.
That's the mic?
No, that's not the mic. That's the cord to go to the mic. The mic doesn't fit through the fence. English first. Who's doing English? Hats off. Hats off. Hand off. Let's get the point.
I have the one
Yeah.
for the parents just to read.
I trust in God, I love my country, and I will respect law. I will play fair and strive to win. But win or lose, I will always do my best.
Oh, stay here. Stay here.
Je crois en Dieu, j'aime mon pays et je respecterai les lois. Je jouerai honnêtement et j'essaierai de gagner. Mais que je gagne ou non, je ferai toujours de mon mieux.
I will teach all children to play fair and do their best. I will positively support all managers, coaches, and players. I will respect the decisions of the umpires. I will praise a good effort despite the outcome of the game.
J'enseignerai à tous les enfants à jouer avec fair play et à faire de leur mieux. Je soutiendrai positivement tous les managers, entraîneurs et joueurs. Je respecterai les décisions des arbitres. Je féliciterai les efforts fournis, quel que soit le résultat du match.
Copies line up. Line up.
Come on, boys. No, I didn't even hear.
I asked her.
Come on.
Yeah, so they Yes. So they would love it.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
That's for the parents though. It's so
Hello and welcome here to beautiful Kingston, Ontario at the impeccable historic cricket field for day 3, game 2 of the day. It's the battle of the two teams from the province of Quebec. It's the Diamond from Mirabel, Quebec taking on the Trois-Rivieres Blackbirds. And two teams that are still perfect through 2 games. Ground ball to the second baseman, tosses to first in time. As that was leadoff hitter Christophe Jobin will be sent back to the dugout. And there's 1 down. Jobin, Ishimu Sato, and Adrian Shee, the confirmed 3 here in the top of the first inning for the Diamond. And here's Sato. Strike 1. And our starting pitcher this afternoon for the Blackbirds, number 21, Joey Blanchette. Looks to deliver some heat. That one's fouled off heavily for strike 2 in foul territory. A quick 0-2 lead. We'll see how Sato battles. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. Gets him to wave at one for strike 3. And quite the successful start here for the Blackbirds. There's Adrian Shee as Trois-Rivieres trying to retire the side in order. Shee dropped down in the order yesterday, as he typically does hit in the top 4 of the lineup, but found himself at about the 6th spot in the lineup. Back up to number 3 here today. It will be our starting pitcher for the Diamond when we see them at the bottom of the inning. Shee hits it to the shortstop. Scoop by Renault, tossed to first in time, and it's 3 up, 3 down. As the Blackbirds get going early on a Friday afternoon in Kingston. And when we come back, it's the Blackbirds with their first opportunity on the offense. Bottom of the first at Trois-Rivieres. Was able to shut things down on this defensive side of the ball after Joey Blanchette was fantastic. And we'll see if Adrian Shee's able to match up Samuel Gauthier, the leadoff hitter. Well, he'll slice that one down low below the knees for a strike. So it's Gauthier, Desmarais, and Blanchette to confirm 3 here. The same 3 batters who it's been for the entirety of the tournament. Breaking ball looks for the inside. We'll see ball 1. You're 1. Gauthier skies this one to shallow center. A couple steps in and an easy grab from Christophe Jobin. And there's 1 down. And here's Sam Desmarais, the catcher, with his first at-bat. As I mentioned, 2 teams that are perfect so far through 2 games. And that will change after this one. One of these teams will join the Oakville Whitecaps in being 3-0. And the other team will join a category of their own, as we don't yet have a team that is 2-1. Finds the strike zone there, does she? We'll split the first 2 pitches, 1-1. And ball 2. Of the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball over top of the glove of Casey Enchev as it bounces off of it. And Desmarais is aboard with a hard hit single. That had so much force to it. Slowed it down, Casey Enchev did, but that's as much as he'll be able to get. And a single for Desmarais gives Blanchette a batter to work with. As the battle of the pitchers go out of here. And high and away for ball 1. And back to first. As he'll step back. Runner down to second. It's a strike at the plate, throw down. And he got back in time, or pardon me, got there in time, so advances himself into a scoring position by himself. 1-1 after the last strike on Blanchette. Here's the 1-1. Pardon me, Adrian Shee will step off, and despite nobody covering the second base bag, he'll just throw a little pump fake and kind of send a message. Breaking ball, ground ball to the shortstop. Sato scoops, fires to first, gotta be quick, not there in time. Joey Blanchette uses his wheels and able to beat the throw. And it's runners now in the corners. After an infield single for La Blanchette, and here comes Jaden Renault, the shortstop, hitting in the cleanup spot for the Blackbirds. And time has been called by Renault. Will step out. And a chance for the Blackbirds to capitalize here. Test to first. Do they got him? They don't. Joey Blanchette was caught resting there for a second, and it was a great pickoff attempted by Adrian Shee as he fired it to Simone Danel, but must have missed the initial tag, as it was inches away from being called the other way. First pitch to Renault. Gets called the strike, runner down to second. They're going to test him. Cut off, though, by Gabriel Descartes. The 0-1. Renault chops down in the foul territory and will lead him to a second strike. We'll get this game back underway after third base umpire would have had to go get that ball in foul territory. It's an 0-2 count as we get resumed here. Shee looking for his first punch out of the ball game. Renault underneath of it. This one down the right field line, fighting the sun, and it gets down in fair territory. Runner will come on home. There's no test of a throw, and Desmarais opens the scoring for the Blackbirds. After a blooper and an error there by the first baseman in shallow right field, unable to locate that ball. And it's 1-0. Got to find a way to make that grab, though, as well. As you can see there, it goes to show on the scoreboard. Test down at first. There's Xavier Gibadon, the third baseman, with a chance to add to the tally with a runner on third. Strike on the inside, runner down to second, and the same play again with the throw down to two, where their second baseman, Descartes, cuts it off. Here's the 0-1 to Gibadon. He tried to golf it, as that one was down in the zone for strike two. And you can see there Joey Blanchette just inching to come home and double the tally. Oh, 2 upstairs for ball one. Well, the 1-2 pitch. Inside for ball two, as he couldn't locate the curveball. And it's 2s across the board. Here's the 2-2 from Shee. And contact again from Gilbillon. The count will continue. As Shee found the fly ball in the initial out to center field, but since then a single, and an error until all 3 runners get aboard. Trying to change that here with Gibadon. We'll have the 2-2 pitch again. Ball 3 moves us to a full count. And I believe that's 3 straight balls as well from Shee to move us here. And we'll have a payoff pitch from Adrian Shee. It's a 4-pitch walk to the backstop. Here comes Blanchette on home, and there's no test. Safe and sound is Joey Blanchette, and it's 2-0 for the Blackbirds here in the bottom of the first. And here is Romeo Nesudo, one of the only 2 players to have hit a home run this tournament. It was a bomb to right field, test to first base. That one gets on by, and it's an easy play home for Jaden Renault. And runner is going off second. Gibadon's going to go from one corner to the next. Can he go home as well as it gets all the way to the diamond? Pardon me, make that the Trois-Rivieres bullpen. Sloppy work there in the infield from the diamond, and it's 3-0 for Trois-Rivieres. They take advantage of a missed throw to first base. Holds off, ball 2. And strike 1. Paints the outside. And you can see there a common theme when pitching to no-see-do throughout this tournament is keep it around the outside. We see this power back in game 1. There's the 2-1 pitch, and it's ball 3. Potential runners in the corners here. We'll have the 3-1. Ball 4 for Romeo No-See-Do. And he'll head down to first base to put 2 on and bring up Theo Marcel, left fielder. That's back-to-back walks as well from Shi. Only 1 out found so far in the inning. And we know the Blackbirds could put up offense. It was a 22-0 victory over Cornwall back in game 1 of the tournament. Quite the introduction to themselves to all the other teams. As Marcel will take the first one for a strike at the knees. They had a 14-4 victory over Orleans yesterday as well. So 2 games that ended in mercy rules, trying to make it a trifecta here in this one as well. There's the 0-1 to Marcel, pulls it foul to bring us to 2 strikes. And Shi got himself an 0-2 lead. Would love to find a way to find a strikeout here and try to get some mojo going back the way of the diamond. There's the 0-2. Ball 1 and wait for the diamond catcher. Dalen Jock behind the plate to get in front of it. As we've seen that a couple of times, their balls got to the backstop and Blackbirds have come on home. On the 1-2. Reaches for it. Marcel dives down in the infield, and it will spin foul. And while maybe a bit lucky there on the side of Maximilien Cassian-Chev, that he didn't touch that ball, because then it would have been fair, and well, it would have been a hard throw, cross body, cross diamond as well. So we'll go down to the foul ball, keeps it a 1-2 count. Back to a 1-2. And gets him swinging. Drop strike 3, though. And they're going to call him out anyways. Off the punch out, so 2 down as Shi gets one back. And there's Thomas Gauthier, the right fielder, with 2 in scoring position. I'd love to add to the damage they've already done. Gauthier scoops one to the first baseman, spills through him. It's a race for first base, and Gauthier wins it. Jomadon comes around and scores. And it's 4-0 in that extra effort from Thomas Gauthier to beat the attempt from the diamond infield, keeps this bottom of the first alive. And it's runners in the corners as well. Is the initial play from the first baseman, Simon Danel. It split through his legs. And it was the second baseman, Gabriel Dicarri, who came to recover for him. But by the time they got there, it was a little too late. Mathieu to Sato will play to first in time. As Nocido comes around, he will not score though, and it's a 4-0 lead for Trois-Rivieres as they get their offense going early, as they commonly do. When we come back, top of the second, the Diamond looking to get on the board themselves. We'll find out if they can do so when we return. Top of the second as we join you back here at Cricket Field. And for the team in white, looking for a much better inning here than they had in the top of the first, as they were retired in order, as starting pitcher Joey Blanchette from the Blackbirds was fantastic, as he had 2 ground balls and a strikeout. Casey Angev able to hit this one to the shortstop and run. Oh, easy play, 6-3. And there's one down. Simon Denel due up next. We'll have Nathan Montembeau in the on-deck circle. And his first one, heater down the middle for strike one. Danel gets this one down right up the alley to the back wall fence. He'll turn first, go to 2. And it's a double for Simon Danel, who gets the first hit of the game for the Diamond. As he got all of that ball, was anticipating the breaking ball from Blanchette, and well, he got one, and he hit it very well, right up the alley, splitting right in center field. Here's Montembeau. We'll take the first pitch on the inside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. And it's a piece of it, fouls it back. Oh, split the first two, 1-1. As Charles Kiddo-Houdon just left the bullpen for the Diamond. Maybe anticipating a pitching change in the bottom of the second inning. Montembeau strike 2 swinging there. Blanchette looking for his second strikeout of the afternoon. Opportunity with the 1-2. And he stays alive, had to. As he tried to blow it by him, Montembeau gets a piece of it. 1-2 again. High chopper fair to the mound. Blanchette first 2, an easy play to 1 for out number 2. What Montembeau will do, though, is advance Danel to third base, and a base hit away for the Diamond getting on the board. And there's Dalen Jacques, the catcher. Heater inside. And picks the corner for strike one. Looks for the other side of the plate. We'll split the first two pitches 1-1. Inside to the backstop. Here goes Danelle to home. And they'll slide in there, safe and sound, and the Diamonds are on the board. They chip one back, and it's 4-1. And the Trois-Rivieres head coach wanting a word with head home plate umpire Mark Bradley. Quick discussion and dispersed back. And Jacques will get his at-bat underway now with nobody on base. He'll wait the 2-1 pitch. Gets the heater for strike two. And a chance for Joey Blanchette to send his team back to the offense. That's up high and will move us to a full count. Blanchette allowed a run off Danelle, who just came around. Can he put a fork in it here? Then top of the second, he will. Gets Jacques to wave at one for strike three as he wins the full count situation. And the Blackbirds continue their very well played game. But the Diamond do get one. They're on the board, and when we come back, it's a chance for Trois-Rivieres to extend their lead. Fans coming out from Trois-Rivieres and from Marieville, Quebec to come and support these two teams. As I mentioned, the two Quebec teams in this matchup. And Adrian Shee back on the bump for second consecutive inning. Face the leadoff hitter in this one, Amarek Fournier. We'll see Louis St. Louis before go back to the top of the order to Samuel Gauthier. And gets some with a breaking pitch there. First strike. And a quick go. And the batter has been called out by the home plate umpire. And it looks like he took too long out of the box and is going to count as a pitch. And that's a strike three, and the third base coach wants a word with Mark Bradley, but it's been a bit of a theme throughout the couple times, well, the times when the Blackbirds have been at the bats where Mark has been talking to them about staying in the box and wasn't completely happy with Fournier, who stepped outside, and he called them up for strike 3. Something we haven't seen yet this tournament, but that's umpire-in-chief Mark Bradley. Keeps the rules very concise. And we'll see Luc St. Louis to the plate. St. Louis chopper in the glove of Shea, who uses his height to his advantage and makes the play to first for 2 down. And we'll bring up top of the order Samuel Gauthier. 0 for 1 with a fly ball to center field his last time up. First pitch to Gauthier. Breaking ball, reaches for it. Spills this one to the second baseman, and Gabriel Descaries makes it 3 up, 3 down. Much cleaner inning there for the Diamond in the bottom of the second than they had in the bottom of the first. And you can hear the Let's Go Diamond chants roar beside the Diamond dugout. When we come back, the Diamond look to take that momentum they gained here in the bottom 2 and turn it into some offense in the top of the 3rd when we return. Top 3rd to get underway here. Joey Blanchette back on the mound for his 3rd consecutive inning. And leading things off for the Diamond, number 33, Charles Kido-Houdon, who'll be followed up by Charlie Waugh and Tyler Brunet, the 3 confirmed here. As we'll see, ball 1 on the first pitch. Kido-Houdon, we saw moments ago in the bullpen warming up. I'll see if he is called to the mound in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But to be fair to the starting pitcher, who didn't have a great first inning, Adrian Shea had a much better bottom of the 2nd, able to retire the side in order. Now it's blasted up high for ball 2. Joey Blanchette has been very good so far this game. 1 run allowed in the last inning after a ball got through to the backstop. 2-1, up high again for ball 3. And a chance here for a leadoff walk potentially for Kido-Houdon. And strike 2 will keep him there. It's a full count. And the payoff pitch. To the shortstop, Renault the scoop, tossed to first in time. And there's 1 down. And there's Charlie Waugh to the plate. Swings on the first pitch he sees as he gets a fastball down the middle of the plate. The 0-1. He gets a bit of an off-speed pitch there, too, for strike 2. Bit of an uncoordinated swing there from Waugh as he swung with the speed of the fastball anticipated. 0-2. Strike 3. And a perfect pitching performance there from Joey Blanchette. Speeds it up with the first pitch, slows it down, gets back-to-back strikes, and finishes it off on the outer half. And here's Tyler Brunet to try to keep the top of the inning alive. He went around on the first attempt. As he shakes his head on that one, I don't know if he totally agrees with home plate umpire's decision. Ball one on the inside. One. Holds off for ball two. Blanchette retired the side in order in the top of the first inning, trying to replicate that here in the top of the third. He's a very good pitcher. Pitches seems to have the right spots for certain pitches and makes the right decisions on when to throw a fastball, a breaking ball. High IQ at the mound, and he'll have a 2-2 pitch incoming. Brunet in the glove of Bruneau, who doesn't have to do a whole lot of moving in order to get underneath of it. And the Blackbirds are fired up as it will take us to a bottom of the third inning with the Blackbirds up 3. And when we come back, we'll see if they can extend their lead. Bottom of the third inning as we're back here in Kingston. Adrian Shee will make his third inning appearance. Looking for an inning much like the bottom of the second compared to the bottom of the first, where he let in 4 runs. Leading things off, Sam Desmarais. We followed up by Joey Blanchette and Jaden Renault. Confirmed 3 here for the Blackbirds. And swings that one down low. Split the first 2 pitches. Here's the 1-1. Pulls it just off the third baseline for a foul ball. And will be strike 2 against him. Desmarais 1 for 1 on the afternoon with a single his first time up, which was, well, got the party started in the bottom of the first inning for the Blackbirds as he had the first hit. There's the 1-2. Strike 3. And the bottom outside corner, Adrian Shee hits his spot. It's the first punch out of the inning for Shee. Third of the afternoon as well, as Joey Blanchette, the starting pitcher for the Blackbirds, goes for a battle with his pitching counterpart. Holds off, and we'll see a ball as he Decides not to swing on the first one. Oh, Shed fouls that one off for the first strike, and he'll split the first. Pardon me, make that an 0-2 count against him. And he's got a battle to stay alive. She looking for back-to-back punch-outs, the 0-2 pitch. And he gets contact to stay alive. Blanchette also 1 for 1 on the afternoon with a single his first time up. Waits the 0-2. Outside ball 1, and fortunate for She, he has 3 balls to work with, so doesn't have to deliver everything down the middle. And at this age group is at intermediate, you're definitely at the point where you throw pitches certain different places strategically. 1-2. Blanchette scrapes one past She and all the way to center field. And Joey Blanchette keeps the bottom of the third going, and the first base runner as well for the Blackbirds with a base hit. Back-to-back singles for Blanchette as well to continue his phenomenal afternoon on both sides of the ball. And there's cleanup hitter Jaden Renault, who got aboard off an error from the first baseman as the sun got in his eyes and wasn't able to make the grab. Run down to second, Blanchette, easy steal. Puts himself into a scoring position. The 1-0. That's going to get a piece of Renault, who shrunk himself to get away from it, but still able to hit him right in the side of the ribs, it looked like. And it's 2 runners on after the walk. And there's Xavier Gibaudan, who also walked his first time up. And well, if he had a similar scenario and situation where he got walked again, would load the bases up here for the Blackbirds. And a much anticipated battle between these two teams, both 2-0. Gibaudan shows bunt. Jacques able to recover as it's in the dirt before he gets to him behind the plate, but both runners on the go, and it's 2 in scoring position. Off the end of the bat. Strike 1, just early on the swing there for Gibaudan. Here's the 1-1. Looks for the breaking ball on the inside. Looks like that one got a piece of, I believe, home plate umpire Mark Bradley as well. And while that kept it in front of the dirt, at least on the dirt, instead of getting all the way to the backstop. So runner will be held up at third. Of 2-1. Hitters count. Gibaudan on the end of the bat hits it lightly. The light flip to first in time for out number 2, but Joey Blanchette comes across home plate, and it's 5-1 for the Blackbirds. And here's Romeo Nocido. Walked his first time up. Heavy swing there for strike 1. And remember the first at-bat, She looked like he was trying to pitch around him. I threw him something nice there. Wasn't able to convert on the offering. Likes that one again for strike 2. And She takes a big advantage in the count. We'll see how he uses his balls in the count, or if he will just go for it here. The 0-2. I'll play one down to the dirt. Wanting to see if Nocido would pull the trigger on something nice and low. There's a 1-2. Got him. Strike three swinging, and Adrian Shee leaves a runner stranded at third base and picks up his second strikeout of the inning to get his team out of it and send us to a top of the fourth. When we come back, the Diamond down by 4. We'll see if they can scratch away at that lead. Top of the fourth as we join you back here in Kingston in a 5-1 ball game. Going the Blackbirds' way, but for the Diamond, an opportunity here. Fourth one of the ball game to get some runs on the board, apart from the one they already have. And leading things off, it's bottom of the order, Gabriel Descartes, before we see Christophe Jobin back at the top and Shimu Sato. Quick 2-1 count. Breaking ball on the outside, locates it for strike 2. And Descartes' got a battle here. Blanchet trying to start his inning off successfully. Descartes pops one up, and an easy play there by Renault to find out number 1. And here's Christophe Jobin back to the top of the order. 0 for 1 with the ground ball to the second baseman his last time up. First pitch up high for ball 1. The 1-0. Up high again, both of them just above the zone near the eyesight of Jobin. Blanchet gonna lower it. But maybe just setting the expectations high for Jobin. See where he goes on this next pitch. Jobin pulls this one to right field. It's dying down. Will it get down in no man's land? It will. And Christophe Jobin gets on base for the Diamond as he drops a waterfall in between the infield and the outfield. And there's a Shimu Sato trying to advance the runner. Turn and fire to first, get to the bullpen. Here goes Jobin down to second as he sees an opportunity. The throw is also off the mark. Safe and sound, Jobin moves himself into his scoring position off a missed pickoff play. Sato inside for a ball. That's how the Diamonds scored their first run of the game, was off of stealing bases, off of missed throws around the infield. Sato fires this one to right field. And way to get the ball back in as quickly as possible was Thomas Gauthier. So runner won't be able to round third and come on home. It's runners in the corners, though. And there's Adrian Shee will get his second at-bat of the game underway after this Trois-Rivieres mound meeting. As the infield comes in to and so the Blackbirds will disperse back to their positions. Joey Blanchette ready to continue here. And Adrian Shee 0 for 1 with a ground ball to the shortstop his last time he was here. Battle of the pitchers. Shee will show bunt to start things off. Pulls away. It's ball one on the inside. And Sato makes a sprint down to second base. Down to the dirt, bounces away. Here comes Jobin on home. Slides in there, no challenge from the Blackbirds either. And the Diamond make it to the tally. So a 2-0 count after that last one got away from Joey Blanchette on the pitch. The 2-0 pulls it foul. And the third base umpire, pardon me, third base coach almost made a very nice play there. She fires this one past the glove of Nocido, and that's going to do some damage. Gets all the way back to the warning track. One run comes in, and how about that from Adrian Shee? It's a RBI double. And the Diamond have clawed their way back to a 2-run ball game. .50 pitches for Joey Blanchette after 3 innings in the third. And that will do it for Joey Blanchette at the mound as the entirety of the team in the field comes and gives him a tap. After such a great start to the game and just slipped away from him a bit as we went on. And it's Thomas Gauthier to the mound for the Blackbirds. Comes in from right field. And Gauthier will take his warm-up before we get back underway here in game 2 of the day on day 3 of the championships, and a much nicer day than the other two. Just a lot of smoke in the air. The air quality was not the greatest on day 1 and 2, but hey, we're back to it. Kingston is one of the lucky cities in Ontario that doesn't have the highest air quality, and I know it is supposed to go up and down throughout the week, but for today it is blue skies and great baseball. And it looks to be a couple changes incoming from the infield as well. As Romeo Nocido will come in from first base. Xavier Jobedon, who was playing third, will shift over to first base. So Gauthier ready to face his first batter in. It's Maximilien Kessiachev, who will be his first opponent. 0 for 1 with a ground ball to the shortstop his first time up. So Gauthier inherits 1 out and a runner at second. Here's the pitch from the lefty. Down in the dirt outside. Long look down at 2. Here's the pitch inside. Casey and Shiv had to shuffle away rapidly to get away from it. And he's got a lead in the count. See how he uses it. Here's the 2-0. Lightly hit to the third baseman. Takes a big bounce, though, before it gets to him. And that allows Casey and Shiv to get to third. And it's now runners in the corners as Adrian Shee also able to advance a base. And I believe that is Jaden Renault at third. And not much you could do about that one. Is a kind of piece of something. Looked like a launch pad on the infield grass there. And it's runners in the corners for Simone Danel. Long look at first. Inside. As it didn't even look like Gauthier looked at his catcher before he threw the pitch. That's over top of Danel again for ball 2. And it shades of the last batter, a 2-0 lead for the offensive side against Gauthier. 2-0 pitch. That's over top of him again. Gotta clean things up here from Gauthier as Danel has been eerily close to him, having to shuffle away from every single pitch in order to avoid getting hit. The lefty in a 3-0 hole. And again inside, 4-pitch walk to load the bases up here for the Diamond. And it's Nathan Montembeau with a big-time situation. Tying run in scoring position at second base. Go-ahead run now on base at first. And catcher Sam Desmarais has a quick word with Gauthier at the mound. Here's the first pitch, but the base is loaded. Shows bunt. Montembeau will get a piece of it and foul it back. Prime time situation for the Diamond. We're down 4-0 after the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1. Montembeau fouls it off again. Gautier's give him 2 offerings. Made contact on both. And he's got himself a lead. Can he finish it off and brings to 2 outs in the inning, which would be an out on any bagger of the plate. The 0-2. Got him. Rings him up on the outside. And it's strike 3 looking for Nathan Montembeau. And there's 2 down, and that is a major strikeout for Thomas Gauthier, who's trying to battle his way back into this jam. And here's Dalen Jacques. They try to change that. Great take there by Jacques as Gauthier gave him the breaking ball. He holds off for ball 1. That one's up high for ball 2. Of the 2-0 pitch. And strike 1, the call. As Jacques yet to take a chance on any of those pitches. Now he's seen a strike. 2-1. That's outside for ball 3. And now in the territory where one more ball would be a bases loaded walk and bring the Diamond one more run closer to tying up the game. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 on the outside. And the patience of Dalen Jacques earns a run for Adrian Shea. And the Diamond have made it 5-4. And here's Jean-Kiddo Houdon. 0 for 1 on the afternoon with the ground ball to the shortstop. Last time he was here. Chance to make a difference and tie up the game or even take the lead. As it's ball 1 on the inside. It's ball 2 again. Gauthier. Back-to-back pitches just inside, eerily similar to the 4 balls we saw against Dalen Jacques in the most recent batter. Here's the 2-0. A long look there at Kiddo Houdon for delivering one upstairs, and it's a 3-0 lead in the count for Kiddo Houdon, and the Blackbirds coach will call time. I think much needed as well, as we saw a 4-1 walk against Jacques, and now a 3-0 lead for Kiddo Houdon with the bases loaded. Gotta talk things through here, and you can even see on that last pitch that trying to play mind games with Gauthier. Long look down to the plate. And when he delivered the pitch, it was still upstairs. New pitcher going to the bullpen for the Blackbirds. I believe that is Romeo Nocido, who will start a warm-up. He pitched back on day 1 of the tournament. 3-0. Automatic strike as he gets one back. Is this the start of the battle for Gauthier? It is not. Jean-Kiddo Houdon with a bases loaded walk, the second consecutive for the Diamond, and that's how they tie the game. 5-1 down, the lead has been erased, and it's now 5-5. And Chaliwa 0 for 1 with a strikeout last time up. Gotta find a way here to take the lead. But if you're Gauthier, have to put a stop to this. First pitch up high for ball 1. And it just looks like an inability to find the strike zone right now for Thomas Gauthier. We'll see how he straightens it up. The 1-0. Down and away, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 release. Ball 3. And after a 4-pitch walk for, or pardon me, a 5-pitch walk for Jean-Kiddo Houdon with a 3-0 lead again for Chaliwa. And the 2-0 catcher will come into effect here. Nathan Montembeau will join second base for Dalen Jacques. And a 3-0 count. Ball 4 would take the lead for the Diamond. And that will be the result. It's 6-5, and the Diamond have their first lead of the ball game. As Simone Denal comes around. And it looks like that will do it for Thomas Gauthier, who really struggled to consistently find the strike zone. And Romeo Nocido leaves the bullpen. And will be taking things over, gathering the reins. As Nocido, the lefty, will take his warm-up before we get back underway. 24 pitches for Thomas Gauthier. And Nocido will make his second appearance in this tournament, as I mentioned. Pitched back on day 1. He was the starting pitcher in that 22-0 victory over the Cornwall River Rats. Must have had his day's rest yesterday and stayed under that threshold for 2 days. And it's Tyler Brunet, 0 for 1 with a pop-up to the shortstop last time he was here. Nocido is ready to go, and so is Brunet. Bases still loaded for the new pitcher. Strike 1, the bullet on the inside. And Evan Nocido, tough situation, but you have to understand he's an out on any base or bag. And strike 2 swinging there from Brunet. And it's hard when you join the ball game and a pitcher's fresh. Haven't seen him yet in this tournament either. And he's down in an 0-2 hole, trying to get out of the inning. He will. Strike 3 swinging. As Romeo Nocido, 3 pitches needed to find 3 straight strikes and leave the bases stranded. But the Diamond score 5 runs in the top of the 4th inning and have their first lead of the ball game. And when we come back, we'll see if the Blackbirds can attempt to take back the lead they once had. Bottom 4 here at Cricket Field. And the Diamond have flipped the narrative of this game. after things started so strong for the Blackbirds, up 4-0. They've got back in the game. They put up 6 runs, and it's 6-5. And leading things off is number 12, Theo Marcil. And down to the dirt for a ball on that last pitch. Adrian Shee back at the mound for another inning of work here. So the starter's still in the game. Here's the 2-0. Marcil takes a chance at one, then a little bit of an off-speed pitch on it. We'll see a 2-1 delivery. High and away, ball 3. Consistent theme in the top of the 4th was walks. We'll see if the Blackbirds can continue it and find a walk of their own. 3-1. It's ball 4. The pattern continues. And Theo Marcil will go down to first base. 60 pitches for Adrian Shee, and I believe overhearing some conversation that the number is around 64 to keep him under the 65 count. And here's Thomas Gauthier, the right fielder, who was just pulled from the game at the mound after things weren't going his way. We'll have a second at-bat here. Throw down to first instead. An easy slide back there for Marcil. Gauthier showing bunt down to the dirt for a ball. And a quick 2-0 count. Our evening game, the Kingston Colts and New Orleans Red Sox, on listen on a Friday night with the host team. Hoping for a good crowd to show out. They did on Wednesday when the Colts opened their tournament. Did not play yesterday, did Kingston, and while they're looking for a better result tonight than they had in that game on Wednesday, as it was an 8-7 thriller that came down to the final pitch. And the Oakville Whitecaps took the W there. And so that is the 2-0 pitch as Mark Bradley excuses himself for getting the count wrong, but he corrects himself. Gauthier showing bunt immediately. Doesn't commit to it. We'll take strike 1 on the bottom half. Move us to the 2-1 pitch. That'll turn fire down to first. And an easy slide back there for Marcil. Here's the 2-1. Likes that one. Waves at it for strike 2. We'll move the count to 2-2. Shee looking for his first punch out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 pitch. Inside for ball 3, and Shock able to contain it as well as it came loose. And Marcil looked to take a couple aggressive steps down the base path as well. Full count payoff. Strike 3 at the plate, play down to second. Won't be successful, but it's a punch out for Adrian Shee as Gauthier sent back to the dugout. And time called by the Diamond head coach, and that will do it for Adrian Shee at the bump. Gets to his target of 65 pitches through 3 innings in a third. And we'll see who's going to take his place. That's as Charles Kiruhoudon comes in from left field.
I agree that he made 66, but on the chart I want to read 65. Thank you.
So Kiddo Houdon will begin his warm-up before we get underway. And a tight game. The Diamond have tying run now on second base after he stole a free one. And I believe this is Kiddo Houdon's first appearance in the tournament as well. It's Nathan Mathieu, the second baseman, who is due up in the order, and he'll have the first take at Kiddo Houdon. Mathieu a chance to tie the game as well. We'll await the first pitch. Fastball, bottom half of the zone, strike one. And with a new pitcher, always want to see a pitch. Mathieu's got one there. There you go, one. That's a breaking ball. Gets past the catcher of Jacques and a free base there for Marcel. He'll head down to third. As that ball had a lot of movement to it. Could be dangerous in the right situation and with the right placement for sure. 1-1. Fastball hit by Mathieu past the mound. Sato won't be able to control it. It's an RBI single for Mathieu. And we're back to a tied game at 6 apiece. And it's Améric Fournier 0 for 1 with a punch out his last time up. First pitch to Fournier. Pardon me, make that a throw down to first. An easy slide back there. Bunt being shown by Fournier. Will he actually commit to it? He won't. Strike down the middle, throw down to second. Saddle the tag. Not there in time. Safe on the slide. A fantastic toss down by Dalen Jacques. Sato with a great transition. As Mathieu makes a successful steal, but coach comes out right away. Bit of an awkward slide as well. And we'll ensure he's okay. As we'll take a moment as he is sitting up straight, but probably something in the lower half. New pitcher warming up the bullpen as well for the Diamond. Can't quite get a number on it. But with one out and runner at second, they'll probably try to see if Kiddo Houdon can get out of this inning first before they go a different direction. as he's on his feet. And looking to take a couple steps to see if he's able to remain in this game. As he tries to stride it out. And it looks like Nathan Mathieu will be good to go, as he'll stay at first base after an awkward slide into the steal. And we're good to get back underway. Améric Fournier, count is 0-1 after the incident. Fournier is also 0 for 1 in the afternoon with a strikeout his last time here. And we'll take that looking for strike 2. And a chance for Kito Houdon to find a strikeout in the second out of the inning. The 0-2. Fournier underneath of it, lifts it to right field, going back, and it's a one-hopper to the warning track. Mathieu hobbling his way to home plate, and he will score. And the Blackbirds take back the lead they once had. As an 0-2 count, and Fournier got all of it. It's an RBI double for Améric Fournier. And Louis St. Louis, bottom of the order, will have a chance to extend their lead with runner at second. Mound meeting to talk to Kito Houdon. St. Louis 0 for 1 with a ground ball to the pitcher his last time here. First pitch. Swings out of, fouls it back. And we'll start 0-1. That's outside. We'll split the first 2 pitches. Gotta find a note here for the Diamond. Haven't found one in a little bit. Despite some delays, we've had an RBI single and an RBI double back to back. Ball 2. St. Louis. And a diving catch made. Oh my, can you believe it? Sprawls out in center field. And St. Louis is staying at first base. As maybe there was a disagreement with the umpires if that one touched the ground. It was hard to tell from my angle, but oh my, if this thing is confirmed, it's a thing of beauty. And I believe that was the center fielder, Christophe Jobin, who made that grab. We'll see if it's what the call will be. And he is safe. And it will go the other way. Louis St. Louis will be at first. And instead of 2 down and a highlight reel for the Diamond, it's 2 base runners instead for the top of the order. And Samuel Gauthier, the center fielder, 0 for 2 with a fly ball to center field. And a pop-up to the second baseman. We'll have a chance here. So no catch confirmed from umpire and chief umpire Mark Bradley. And here's Gauthier, still searching for his first hit of the ball game. First one for a ball. St. Louis with a major leadoff. Gets back in time, but that throw down to first allows a bit of space for Fournier to get to second base. Pardon me, make that third. Runner going to second. Pulls this one just foul off the third baseline. As Gauthier got in front of it. So St. Louis will be forced to go back to first base. On one. Breaking ball. Ball 2. Toss down to first, St. Louis, easy slide back. Gotta be careful if the throw is off, and you gotta put it into consideration with runners in the corners. If you're gonna test a runner at first and that misses in any sort of direction, runner at third is gonna have an easy run home. Heavy slice there for Gauthier for strike 2. And Kiddo Houdon still looking for the second out of the inning. Chance to find it here. 2-2. That will hit him instead, and Samuel Gauthier will make the bases loaded. And Kito Houdon got to find a way to get out of this jam he's created himself. And Sam Desmarais, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. But the biggest zap out of the game for the young fella. Chance to extend their lead, which is now 1 after they entered the bottom entered the bottom of the 4th down by 1. Fastball on the inside was what he was searching for, but will miss for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Desmarais in front of it will foul it off. Will bring us to 1-1. The Diamond, who just came back an inning ago, trying to keep it that way. Nice and close. Pitch delivered on the outside. Ball 2. I'll turn and fire to second. And a heads-up play there from St. Louis to get back, as he noticed it quite early that the turn and fire was coming. And we'll continue the 2-1 count. Infield in, especially on that left side. And it's strike 2 on the outer half. And Desmarais in a battle now. Here's the 2-2. Freezes him up and sends him back to the dugout. And Charles Kiddo Houdon gets a major strikeout with the bases loaded. And Joey Blanchette, which if you had to pick somebody in the lineup right now to come up to the bats, it would be him. He's got back-to-back singles. It looks like that will do it for Charles Guido-Houdon. We'll see what the call will be, and the ball will go over to the hands of Diamond head coach. And Charles Guido-Houdon will come out of the game for Nathan Montembeault. That's quite the situation Montembeault finds himself coming into. 2 outs, which is good for him, but the bases are loaded for Joey Blanchette, who is 2 for 2 with back-to-back singles. And so we're good to get underway. Joey Blanchette with the bases loaded, and will be the first one to face Montembeault. Swinging on the first pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Takes a weird hop. Will he be able to make a play? He will not. And Aymeric Fournier extends the lead for the Blackbirds. It's 8-6. An RBI for Joey Blanchette. After a misplay, I believe that's Gabriel Descaries at second base. And the bases remain loaded for cleanup hitter Jaden Renault. That's first pitch for a ball. Is Dana and Jacques able to recover quickly? And ball 2. As Renault does not chase that one down low. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Renault pulls this one to left field. As it penetrates the infield. Runner coming home. He got held up, but he'll ignore his base coach. And it's 2 runs to add on for the Blackbirds as they hit double digits. And 2 RBIs for Jaden Renault and a single. But he'll extend it to second base after the ball was thrown into the infield. And the Blackbirds, who had a 4-0 lead, gave it up. The Diamond took a tad of a lead. And the Blackbirds have put back a statement into this game. And it's Xavier Jobodon, a walk and a ground ball to the first baseman with a chance to even tack on even more runs for the Blackbirds with 2 in scoring position. 1-0 turns to 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down and away, and it's ball 3. And Montembeault got to find the strike zone here. It feels like this bottom of the 4th has been going on forever. As the Blackbirds just keep on rolling. 3-0 pitch. We'll test third instead. And an easy slide back there for Joey Blanchette. Up high, ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Xavier Jobedon. And the bases are loaded once again for Romeo Nocido. Mentioned many times, every time he comes up to the plate, one of the two guys, he's got a homer in this tournament. He's got a walk and a strikeout, 0 for 1. Can he change that now? Likes the first pitch, hesitant swing for strike 1. The 0-1. That's a hard bounce off of Jacques. Here comes runner on home, and there's nothing he can do about it. Joey Blanchette extends the lead for the Blackbirds. It's now 11-6. And it's a 6-run inning as well. The Blackbirds scoring as many runs this inning than the Diamond have overall. In a 4th inning that has a combined 11 runs. And a 2-1 count for Nocido. That's down in the dirt again. Jacques with a great pick off the dirt. And one more ball would load the bases up again. As the Diamond feels stuck. Unable to find that final out. It's ball 4 for Nocido. Hard bounce, thinking about it is Renault. He will stay at 3rd, and the bases are loaded again. And just not a pattern that the Diamond want to continue. Where a run comes in and they load him up once more. Pitcher coming out of the bullpen as well for the Diamond. See if they make the change, if they have to make it here in the 4th. As Tyler Brunet finishes up a warm-up. And here's Dale Marcil. Strike 1. For Marcil, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Marcil pulls this one through the infield. One comes in, looking for 2, and they will find it with ease. Jobedon and Renault make it 13-6 as it's 2 RBIs and a single for Dale Marcil. And the party continues for the team in black. And so a bit of a peculiar situation here where the usual 2-out catcher rule, where it's the last out who would come to run for the catcher, is Thomas Gauthier, who is actually at the bat as we speak. Crazy coincidence, as Desmarais, who is the other who's the real last out, is the catcher. So it doesn't make sense to switch the pitcher, who is Nocido, at second for the catcher, because the catcher and the pitcher normally obtained that rule. So if you go back to the second last out, it would be Thomas Gauthier who's at the bats right now. Crazy coincidence, but the end result will be Nocido has to stay at second base instead of warming up or getting his equipment ready to pitch in the top of the 5th. Just an extravagant situation, as I've never seen that in my 4 years of calling ball. At the Little League level for major tournaments. 2-1 for Gauthier. Hard slice for strike 2. And Gauthier struck out his last time he was here. Can he change the narrative? Here is second time already up in the lineup. In the inning, pardon me. 2-2, trying to get out of his Montembeault. And he will. Strike 3 as the Diamond are finally able to end the 4th inning as 8 runs score for the Blackbirds. Take a commanding lead, but the Diamond aren't done yet. They'll have a chance to get some runs back their way when we come back. Top of the 5th will get underway here as we had a major and very long 4th inning. 5 runs for the Diamond and then 8 runs for the Blackbirds. And we'll see what the Diamond could come up with here. Leading things off, Gabriel Descaries will be followed up by top of the order Christophe Jobin and Ishimu Sato. The 3 confirmed for the Diamond. Descaries 0 for 1 with a pop-up to the shortstop his last time here. Shows bunt, dies down right in front of him. Throw down a first, gotta be quick. It is. And a quick one down after fast reaction time there by Sam Desmarais behind the plate to pop up and get that throw. There's Christophe Jobin. 0 for 1. Pardon me, had a ground ball earlier in the game. I think had a double or a single his last time here. Don't quote me on that, but I believe he's 1 for 2. Nocido back on the bump for his second consecutive inning. The lefty delivers this one. Jobin to the third baseman. Renault handles, cross diamond is good. And Renault, who is a staple in the infield for the Blackbirds, that is why. Makes calm, cool, and collected plays. Normally plays a shortstop. I believe he played shortstop, and now he's been moved over to third. And trying to retire the side in order, Ishimu Sato fires this one foul. Over to the busy road, where there's a lot of parked cars. Fingers crossed, no damage. 1 for 2 is Sato with a strikeout his first time and a single his most recent. And Sato fouls that back again. Aggressive is Nocido, throwing pitches that Sato likes. And with back-to-back foul balls, gotta stay alive here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1. As he tried to paint the outside for the finisher. The 1-2. Sato. A one-hopper to the shortstop, toss to first, and the infield is perfect. 3 straight plays to get the job done and send us to a bottom of the 5th inning with the Blackbirds up by 7. And when we come back, the Blackbirds will even have a chance to walk it off if they can find 3 runs with the 10-run mercy rule. We'll see if they can do that. You're watching the 2026 Eastern Canadian Intermediate Championships. Bottom 5. As the Blackbirds have a chance to put the nail in the coffin. Up by 7 as they are right now. Nitin Mathieu, who had a bit of an incident at second base earlier, remains in the game. Great to see. Had a single and 2 RBIs his last time up. As Nitin Mathieu was able to finally end the inning for the Diamond. Just an inning ago, will stay in it at the bump. Yeah, it's strike 2 as he fouls that last pitch back. Mathieu underneath of it in foul territory, and Jacques sprinted from behind the plate to try to get there in time. Will have no success and will foul it back. Mathieu tries to get it up the middle. Diving play to stop it. But he's on the ground and no play to be had when you're sideways. And so Mathieu will get aboard first base with a single. There's Amérique Fournier. A doublet in RBI his last time here. Had a strikeout earlier. He's 1 for 2. I'll turn and fire to first. And Mathieu back there in time. Runner's going to second. The throw, the tag, not there. Tad late, right execution. Just got to be a bit faster if they want it next time. Fournier got a runner in scoring position now. And swings at that one for strike 2. we'll have the 1-2 pitch to Fournier. Chopper to the shortstop, able to handle this one. Fast throw skips on by the first baseman's glove, and Mathieu will come around and score. And the play to first after he's caught in a pickle, it looked like. After he tried to go to second was Fournier. He'll slide back to first. And it's 14-6 now with a run around first base. There's Louis St. Louis, 1 for 2, single his last time here. Ground ball to the mound is first time up. St. Louis, piece of it, as that one's delivered right down the pipe by Montembeau. Fouls it off. On the 0-2 pitch. Chance for a strikeout. First one of the inning. Instead, it'll be a chopper to the mound. He'll turn, look for the fielder's choice. Got it, turned to 2 attempts. And St. Louis is safe, but they do get the lead runner. So 1 down, back to the top of the order, Samuel Gauthier. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a pop-up to second is second time up, and a walk is most recent. 4th time through, though, for the Blackbirds. This first pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Strike 1 looking. And we'll have the 1-1 and toss down to first and slide back there in time. As just over right field is the Orleans Red Sox getting ready for their evening matchup against the Kingston Colts. As it's scheduled for 5 o'clock and time is currently 4:10. With this game could potentially go 2.5 more innings. We'll see if that one will start on scheduled time. It's ball 3 for Samuel Gauthier. We'll see how Montembeau battles. Gauthier underneath of it. Right fielder able to make the grab. Had to bit of a unorthodox way to catch it, though, but still able to get it as he had to lean down a little bit with the glove. And there's 2 down. And there's Sam Desmarais, has struck out his last 2 times on the bats, had a single his first time up. Holds off, runner down to second. The throw, the tag is not there. St. Louis steals the base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And goes to a bit of an off-speed one. Gets him swinging. As Desmarais had the right timing. Just not able to connect. 1-1. That's down and away. Jacques gets in front of it. 2 balls and a strike. Down in the dirt again, and there's a chance here to put 2 on. Desmarais will call time. gets back in the box. Montembeault got a battle. It's ball 4. Hard bounce off Jacques' shoulder as well. And so runner at second will be able to advance as that's St. Louis. And it's runners in the corners. And with 2 out, we'll see Joey Blanchette, who is 2 singles and got aboard his last time up by an error from the second baseman, where he also recorded an RBI. And we'll see what Joey can do here. Holds off, runner down to 2. They won't test him. Ball 1 to Blanchette. And with a hitter as hot as Blanchette, we'll see what Montembeault offers him. It's ball 2. And strike 1 as Montembeault pierces the inside. And that's down below the zone in another 3-1 count. A walk would load the bases up for the Blackbirds, as they've had many times throughout the game. 3-1. Blanchette, chopper up the middle. Shortstop forced to it. Toss to first. Gotta be quick, not quick enough. Second runner's coming home. And while the Diamond were focused on first base, Desmarais takes advantage and scores a second run following up Louis St. Louis, and that will do it. It's a walk-off for Joey Blanchette with 2 RBIs. And the Trois-Rivieres Blackbirds remain undefeated through 3 games as the Diamond drop their first one of the tournament. A 16-6 final score, as that will do it for game 2 of the day. As I mentioned, one more game scheduled for 5 o'clock. We'll see if that will happen. I have a feeling it might get delayed by just a little bit. It's the Kingston Colts, the host team, looking again in the win column, facing another team who's looking to do the same. The Orleans Red Sox were 0-2. This one ends 16-6 as the Trois-Rivieres Blackbirds remain undefeated, and the Diamond drop down to 2-1. For producer Ryan Hennessy, I've been Jacob Ewing. Remember, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the action of the 2026 Eastern Canadian Intermediate Championships. And we